then she passed away, and I was talking to Ray Syrup, and he says, Crowe, why don't you come over to Miles City and volunteer for a few weeks or a month until you figure out what the hell you're going to do with yourself. And I said, Ray, that sounds like a good idea. That was in 1991, and I haven't decided what the hell I'm doing.
That sounds familiar. That's a good story.
Yeah.
So what do you do here?
Volunteer.
And what do you do as a volunteer?
Whatever Mary needs help loading the bus. I help loading the bus. Somebody else needs help doing this or that and the other thing. I just gather a desk full of bullshit here and go from there.
So everybody's got opinions about the Veterans Administration, and you were here when it was a hospital, and now it's kind of a community center, it looks like. So
now it's nothing.
Now it's so. What are your thoughts on? What are your thoughts on the way we? I mean, you're a pretty well-informed guy. You've been a veteran. You've been around. You've been able-bodied. You don't have any axe to grind. So, is there a better way for us to take care of our veterans? What can we do better instead of just spout off about it? I mean, you're pretty well-informed.
Well, I don't know. I really think the VA does a fairly decent job. You know, some of these veterans come back and, well, I've had an opinion here. That's strictly an opinion. I think a few of these guys in the nursing home work pretty hard at keeping themselves eligible to be in the nursing home.
Yeah.
I'll say that, and I'm serious about that. And I think taking care of veterans is a two-way street. There's two sides to that story. There's the VA side and some of the veterans side. And I seriously think that, I think the VA is doing a fairly decent job. And I'm sorry that the American Legion is so opposed to this man,
Shinseki?
Shinseki, because I think, well, he had that blow up, the big blow up in Great Falls, I guess.
I didn't hear about that.
Well, a lot of the veterans in Great Falls area think they're not getting very good, taken care of very good. And that might be a lot of BS too. I mean, you gotta give some consideration to who's talking, I guess.
Yeah.
But I think Shinseki, or whatever his name is a pretty decent guy.
Yeah.
And under the circumstances, they're doing a pretty decent job. And I think he's just trying to pacify the current president that we got.
Yeah.
And that's my opinion.
That's a pretty well informed opinion. I like Shinseki since he stood up on that, how many troops it was going to take in Iraq. I like the fact that he told people what they didn't want to hear, you know.
Yeah.
Always have like that. Well, you're going to stay here in Miles City?
Well, I've been here 22 years. My kids, I don't know, they were talking about me going to Missoula for a visit sometime. They were talking about coming over here and getting me and taking me over there, and that's a bunch of nonsense too. I can't see that, but I suppose I could rent a car and go over there. My pickup is 25 years old.
Well, is that your yellow motorcycle out there?
No.
You don't ride a motorcycle, huh?
Not anymore.
Did you used to?
Oh yeah, I rode. Matter of fact, I rode better than 200,000 miles on a bike after I was 70 years old. While I was here, I had four Harley Davidsons while I was here. That was after my wife died. She was kind of, I rode up until I married her, and she was afraid of motorcycles, and so I quit. And then when she died, I don't know just how I got back into bikes, but I did.
When you think back about the smoke jumpers, about that experience coming in, you saw an article in the paper in a magazine or something, and you decided to follow up on it. Did it make any difference to you that you were a smoke jumper? I mean, you'd already been an airborne soldier. Did being a smoke jumper have any effect on your own life?
Oh, well, I met a lot of nice guys jumping smoke. And I don't know that I don't know what my life would have been like if I hadn't jumped smoke. I don't know. I can't compare it with anything.
Yeah.
But I'm to this day I'm pleased with myself that I jumped smoke for 4 years, and I had a good time at it.
Did you ever stay in touch with anybody that used to do that with you, or?
Well, most of them are dead. The guy I've got. Hey, I've got a picture at home of 4 of us, 5 of us, that made a trip to Glacier Park one summer. That might be a good picture for you.
Yeah.
But it's at home.
Okay. Do you ever go to any reunions, smoke jumper reunions or anything like that?
Oh, not. No, once I got out, I was pretty well done, I guess.
Okay. Well, thank you very much for the interview.
Oh, well, you're quite welcome.
Appreciate it.
I don't know where I told you anything, but...
Okay, who are these guys?
Left to right, Al Hammond, Ed Ladendorf, Crowe, Doy Herod, and Mike Bober.
And what were you guys doing?
We were on our way. We were on motorcycles. It was the summer of 48. We were on our way to Canada just for a weekend trip.
That's a great picture.
And the guy that took the picture was he was from Portland.
Is he a jumper?
Yeah. He'd been when the oh Christ, he was a military jumper, but he was a what the hell is the Navy? He was. Oh shit.
Okay.
Navy. Just when the Marines had a parachute outfit.
So Jim was a Marine from Portland, a
Yeah.
smoke jumper. Okay.
Jim, he took the picture.
Okay.